All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The seats are shoveled, the fans ready for a snow game here in Buffalo. And we're off and running from Western New York. There's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Ready.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he will be taken down, that much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Back. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready.
Pass play coming here. We'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. Good sharp running here. He's past the 30. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force the punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about.
It's no good. Perhaps the snow making things a little difficult for him there as that one winds up off the mark. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
36-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Allen. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Allen on 3rd and short. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. It looked like they might have a shot, Brock, but they're going to be left 2 yards short now. It's 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
It's fielded at the 14. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 70 Lions. Ready, up.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
18 Cardinals, Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And this is down to the 28s before the defense halts it.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A 45-yard attempt.
He didn't get it by much, but he did get it. Tucks it in, bottom right. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 12-point game in the first. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Patriots 13, Bills nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Borregales to kick off for New England.
Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And they just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. We've got the Patriots in front. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, not from the pistol to pick. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Allen looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Allen on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's a give to Cook. And it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan. It plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
A gain of 15.
On the jump.
First down, New England.
Stephanie. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Complete out to the right. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Patriot first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go, here we go.
New England.
60 by.
Line up the design keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And he will be taken down, that much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Start.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he's down to almost... No, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
19 Tiger.
Throwing now on 1st down. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. got on top of that one, so they're going to maintain possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Gravity Lions.
Looking in the air here. Escapes the pocket. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Viking 18. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots get more points to end a lopsided first half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by them.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots continue piling on to this lead.
Bills nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Borregales to kick off for New England.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he will be taken down. That much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3.
4 yards.
Solid 4-yard gain there. And now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return this, Marcus Jones. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
And off headed left, Henderson. And he will be taken down. That much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3.
He's taken down
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stephanie. 70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Now looking to throw. Pass it downfield, working the left. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
A gain of 20.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready, ready, ready.
Henderson here from the gun. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. They're going to say, yeah, it's a gain of 1. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 37.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Track.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. Gain of about 8 lead here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
Sticking with Henderson. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bronco.
Looking inside the red zone. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Unlock.
Dive play straight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Has it at the 11. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. Buying some time right. He's running with it. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing here, Allen. Completed to his running back. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Allen now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
Check that. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Street. Street. Ready.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Matt Milano on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Viking 18.
Trying to get in with the option here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Good for a Patriots.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
To the line and sets. Here we go, first down.
Nice. Here we go. Start. 70 Ryan. Let go.
Changing things up, they're gonna throw now. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on seconds. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will get this inside the 30.
44 yards. And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's a design run. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. This time looking to throw. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18.
He takes off with it. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Henderson on his own read. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it fourth and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Makes the score
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw for Allen. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it looks like it is Patriots football.
You know, Kate, defenders today are tough. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready? Get up.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a New England first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
60 by 60.
From the red zone now. Flush down out, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
Ready?
They're throwing it. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Drawn up front. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
Now Borregales on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Allen on 3rd and short. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to them and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We got a turnover on downs.
On any fourth down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
Got it. Ready?
We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Smash. Let's go. Hawk.
First plays a design run. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Come on. Hey. Practice. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he gets this forward to the 19. Even 5 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the draw, this is Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He'll call his own number. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
On the set.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
70. 70 Timberwolves.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from Buffalo.